this time of year in the South, perfect fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Denver Broncos.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff for Gurley. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan, he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Ryan's pass.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the 1st this time with Phillip Lindsay. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw. Step in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he'll air this one. It got his man. Complete. 30. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 92 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone. Do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
The 42-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Play action. Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Todd Gurley, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Kill. Check.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Ryan keeps it on the sneak. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we go for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 8. Taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Brandon McManus.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Falcons
Extra
6.
point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal.
On the play leads to 2nd and goal at the Falcons' 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. 54 mark. Check. Watch 54.
He'll find Lindsey here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos push further out in front. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Ryan on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. Second and 9. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
To kick off for the Falcons.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Lindsey. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I know people see Phillip Lindsay's role in Denver is changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball at the backfield and move the sticks.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Falcons 6.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. He is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
To throw is Ryan. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. This is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 11.
Another run by Lindsey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
That's the end of the
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Broncos add on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep, and boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
On the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On first down, Hurts.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Forced out to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Sterling Buckrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Throwing is Hurts. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now McManus for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Broncos 49, Falcons 9. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
To throw again, Ryan. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, Ryan steps away.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Right there, 54, right there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. Here's Hurts to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The 10-yard line.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
And they will take a knee here.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's final score, Broncos 49.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just